When people choose to disrespect you, let them burn that bridge. Knuckleheads, welcome to the Fighters Rep, where we typically talk about boxing, but we also talk about life experience and lessons. And that's something I have a lot of, having grown up the son of Arab immigrants by way of Latin America, working my entire life, becoming an attorney and a fight promoter and a business owner and so on and so forth. And I feel like this is kind of my way to give back to the community. And I wanted to drop this video because I'm seeing a lot of you out there allowing people to walk all over you. You don't have any standards for yourself. And it's time that somebody put this out there and show you how to deal with disrespect, right? So I'm going to give you guys a real experience here. Now, years ago, there was a young person that essentially wanted to work, but the way this person was showing up was all wrong. They needed a little bit of money in order to work. They didn't have it. They showed up not having it. They should have known they needed it. And I said, you know what? Let me help this guy out. I came out of pocket. I spoke to this person. They were able to work thanks to me coming out of pocket. I had a conversation or two afterwards, letting them know what they should do next time prior to coming to a job site. They heard me, and over the course of the next few years, I noticed they heeded my advice. They were improving and they were doing what they needed to do at future job sites. Now, fast forward many years, I got a little bit more comfortable with this person. And they show up to my job site with another person. Now, this other person, I don't know, but that's kind of the way the business works. So sometimes people show up with people you don't know and you get something that you weren't hoping for. And this person they showed up with did something stupid, essentially committed a fraud that resulted in a small monetary loss to myself. And it wasn't about the amount for me. It was about the principle, right? Because I'm only going to get into a relationship with someone if they're going to reciprocate the respect. If I bring someone to your home or to your place of business and they steal or they do something that results in you losing some money or something valuable, I'm going to try to make you whole because I'm the one that brought them through. So I expected that from this person, and I reached out to them to let them know, hey, the person that you brought did this. I take it seriously. Please speak to them. Try to make me whole. That's essentially what I said. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember word for word, but that's essentially what I said. Now, instead of responding to me, right? Instead of this person who I had worked with for quite some time and had some success because of me, responding to me and saying, sure, no problem. It's not a massive monetary amount. It's a little thing. I'll get it taken care of. The person decided to ignore me. That's a choice. That's a conscious choice. And they must have thought that there wasn't going to be any sort of consequence. But I let my people know, hey, I reached out to see if this person would make me whole. They've ignored me. We're cutting them off. Because I will not involve myself in any relationship where I have to give more than I am receiving, or where I am not respected at the same level. I'm just not going to do it. If you do that, you don't respect yourself, and you're going to bring yourself a whole bunch of grief in your life. Think about all the times you allowed people to disrespect you in your life and how it made you feel. So I cut this person off. Simple. You don't respect me the way I respect you, I'm gone, bro. Without even thinking twice. And guess what? That door is closed now. The only way to open that door is for me to feel a sincere apology. But the problem is, we're talking about respect. We're talking about character. And I don't believe that's a mistake. I believe that's character. There's a difference between somebody making a mistake and harming you and somebody choosing not to help you or to harm you. It's different. It's a character issue. You should forgive mistakes, but you can't forgive character. It doesn't go away. Now, like so many people that I've decided to just amputate because I don't want nothing to do with them if they're not going to respect me at the same level I respect them. Somebody from their side eventually reached out again, wanting to talk, right? Whether it's wanting to do business again, whether it's wanting to explain themselves, whatever it is. And I'm not really interested. I'm interested in being made whole. I wasn't interested in talking. They reached out to one of my people, and my person let them know, look, your person came to this place of business with a guest. You know, that guest caused a small monetary loss. It's not the money, it's the principle. And your person's cut off. Instead of, and this is when I knew I made the right decision, right? Instead of that person's side saying, okay, you know, we're gonna fix it, they doubled down essentially on their character and said, but it's not my guy's fault. It's not my guy's fault. Well, it's not your guy's fault. And that's fine. That's an excuse that you can give to your friends. That's an excuse that you can give to people that you want to deal with and that also want to deal with you. But if you're not willing to look back on years of relationship, look back on not just years of relationship that were consistent, but successful, and look back on the favors that I had done where I had come out of pocket. If you're not willing to look back on that and make me whole and talk to your goofy friend who did what they did to make me whole, then we got nothing to talk about. And you were exactly who I thought you were when I made the choice to let you burn that bridge, right? And here's the thing. When they burned that bridge, because this was a choice. This was a choice to ignore me, and it was a choice to disrespect. I let them burn the bridge, but I made sure to watch that bridge burn. I made sure to watch every last bit of that bridge burn and collapse into the proverbial ocean. because I wanted to remember how it felt. And I wanted to remember for the future. I wanted to be sure that I remembered for the future when they returned, if they did what they had done. So the moral of the story is, ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, when they choose to disrespect you, because it's a choice, it's not a mistake a lot of the time, and you got to know the difference. This wasn't a mistake, this was a choice. When people choose to disrespect you, let them burn that bridge and watch that bridge sink into the ocean. And don't let them cross it again. I hope this helps you. If you have any similar experiences or thoughts about this, let me know in the comment section below. After you do that, subscribe, join the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I hope this helps you guys.